Oh, so this is gonna be an accumulation of things. Okay, this mainly gonna be like, if you will, Eternal Flame Part 3. Okay, but it's something I want you to take into consideration first. Where in the news they talking about Iran chanting death to America. Okay, people say that here. Americans, they say that here. Okay, and it's something that the voice is telling me about perception and how broken Americans' perception are. And he was like, we've been so entitled as people that, like, our perception is so broken that we can look at water and see it beautiful. But we forgot that we stand close to water, we could die from a tsunami. It's the same thing with fire. In the cold day, it has a beautiful look, it feels beautiful, you understand? But like a firestorm or a forest fire, that's a whole nother level, you understand? It's the same thing with the planet. The planet look beautiful from afar. But go to Bronx, go to New York City, you understand? Perception changes, okay? And speaking of, I'm so glad I said the word perception because I wasn't even trying to. It's such a beautiful way to enter into the new subject because it's a perception. You understand? Oh, speaking of, so you know how the Bible says that the blink of an eye for the Creator is 1,000 years. Yes, and no. From my perspective, yes, right? And dude, I'm taking up. I'm sorry. You know what? Like I told you before, I think it has everything to do with the fact that I'm so exhausted. It's not that I don't love my body, but I'm tired. It's nothing my body did. It's everything I did. You understand? I did this to my body. I did this to us. You understand? I'm just exhausted. Look at my face. I won't even shave. You understand? I'm tired. Anyways, he goes, I know it says God perception in him is the blink of an eye, 1,000 years. It's backwards. Okay. It's 1,000 blinks in 1 year. I was like, what? He was like, listen, when you say it like that, it forms more of an AI, more of a computer mentality, if you will. Right? And then the eternal flame, you know. What you have to understand is I totally get, I don't know if it's because of our stature or how we process time, but time for everyone is different. If you ask me, there's no such thing as time. We create time, our energy. Because we can work with good people and time flows like water. But you do the opposite. You try working with somebody with no sustenance, no character. You lose your mind. I hate to be like this, but somebody like Donald Trump can't be around people like me. Cause like, I don't give a fuck about your money, Mr. Trump. I got shot when I was 5. You think your money will protect you, huh? In my situation? I already know I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But I realized something about it where it's just like, he's showing me like the Native Americans, you know. They would do the smoke signal, right? And the voice is like, they not signaling each other. They signaling the creator. That's what they do. And he was like, if you take the eternal flame aspect of this, you know, we talked about how you got Japanese mythology, how two brothers were trying to gain immortality, and one of the tests was they had to leave a fire burning for 90 days. You got the Olympic torch fire, same thing. Okay. And what he was breaking it down was like, if a small fire was to occur, what's that to the creator? It's like it doesn't have. It's like the flash of an eye. You know, it would be like a fly fart. You know, fly might be embarrassed, but like I ain't hear nothing. What's wrong with you? Sorry, I had to give a joke, but it was like when you leave. He just showed me like when you leave a fire on for 90 days and let it smoke for 90 days to God, that's like 1 second. You know, 1.9 second, and it leaves the smoke alive enough for him or her to notice us and see us and connect with us. You understand? And it makes so much sense, especially if, like, I'm not, you know, I've looked a little into Zoroastrianism. You got the Zohar and all these religions that practice fire being the creator. You understand? I'm not the one that said the creator talked to a burning bush. I didn't say that. He said that. You understand? And I guess when you consider it like the Ark of the Covenant, how this energy had to be contained. I understand now, like, the creator, I don't want to say that, yeah, if society says creator doesn't have a physical aspect, that means the creator has a physical aspect. Everything's the opposite. They say Lucifer has a physical, they say God is spiritual and the devil is physical. That's what Christianity says. I believe it's the opposite. I believe God is physical and Lucifer is spiritual or principality. Okay. And from the way you're showing me, like, you know, everything has life. Everything has life, you know. And it's so messed up in America that if it don't look like us, it don't have a meaning, you know. So it's like, meaning you can take a human body, we burn it. We already understand, like, there's something deep there. They call it, like, you know, we're consecrating the remains, you know. But even though this is what our ancestors did, they wrapped the body up, light it on fire, and it had like a spiritual significance of being able to go into the smoke, rise into the heavens, and connect back to the heavens. That's the thought they had. It's the same thing with wood. You understand? It's the same thing with wood. Now, listen, these people used to have these fires, and they would sacrifice certain people or animals into this fire. I'm not the one that said that. And it's like, if that's the case, I have to be very wary where I take my fire from. Because who knows what soul got attached to this fire that we don't know about. Because life is that serious. Life is that serious, you know. It's like with a house fire, you know, you got a loved one who died in a house fire. House can disappear. You always gonna see that house. No matter what, you know. It could be years later, you try to tell somebody about the house, they'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. But you do. You understand? And that's what it was telling me about the fire. So, as always, thank you for watching. And as always, happy knowledge.